Hey, Scruffy. How you doing? So I have an ants problem. Ants are everywhere. Going after... I don't know what they're going after. They're going after, seems like everything and nothing at the same time. So I have, let's see, super supper. No. It's real chicken and tuna, meaty pate, and kibble, and some ants crawling on it because the ants are crawling everywhere. So I see a trail going into the garbage. And then they've been swarming around the sink, but there's like no actual food there. And then they got into the dishwasher, and I think they're after Scruffy's bowl from last night. So I'll throw in the dishwasher tonight. So I just set out some ant poison. So I'm hoping they find that. Wow, Scruffy's meowy tonight. So temperature's cooler. So yeah, weather's nicer. So Scruffy has more energy. Wow, you got a lot of meows tonight. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I can see all the little ants crawling around on the bowl and plate there. Okay, let's get into the chair. Yeah, it's pushing in hard. So yeah, it is cooler today, as the forecast predicted, but it actually, I don't think got as cool as they predicted. And it's supposed to be completely overcast today, and we actually got sun most of the day, which is probably why it's warmer. But I think it's cool enough I'm going to try for a long run tonight. Although I'm actually not feeling that energetic. So let's see how that goes. So I went... Ooh, there's a headbutt there. So yeah, I went for my bike ride last night, and... just, yeah, all in all, it was a good bike ride. It was, I noticed I was going a little slower, so I think, yeah, I was a little less energetic last night. And I was hungry too, so I kept thinking about food. And then, yeah, I encountered a couple different animals, and I actually kind of stopped and took in the sights a few times because of it, and yeah, it made me come back even later. So yeah, it was kind of a long ride, and yeah, I came out after darkness again, even though I think I left a little earlier. So yeah, I'm losing a lot of sunlight, and yeah, my ride took me longer than I expected yesterday. So I did my extended route, and let's see, so let I climb. And I feel ants crawling on me. I think I need to scratch. But I can't because my hands are tied up. Playing Scruffy here. So the first animal I saw was a deer. So I was entering into the campgrounds, and I saw a deer in the picnic area, or one of the picnic areas. Scruffy's vigorous tonight. Likes the pets. And yeah, I think he has more energy. Probably more energy than me. So yeah, the deer was, I don't know what the deer was doing. It was looking at the ground. I think it was looking for plants or something, and it just happened to be in the picnic area. And then later, let's see, I got up to the top of my primary hill climb, and then as part of my extended route, I go down on the other side, and then I reverse direction and bike all the way back up and come back. So as I was starting my descent on the other side, I was picking up some speed. I noticed a squirrel kind of twisting and looked like it was dying, basically. It was on its back and it was struggling right off the edge of the trail in the brush. I was going fast enough that, yeah, I didn't immediately process what I was seeing. So I noticed there was some movement, and then there was a pedestrian on the other side of me, and so I was basically just trying to navigate to avoid hitting the person and also avoid whatever that hazard was with the moving brush on the edge of the trail. So I thought it could be an animal, and I didn't want it to jump out at me and bite me, especially if it has rabies or something. So instinctively, I just navigated to avoid everything, and then as I was passing it, I was thinking, you know, that's actually pretty unusual. I don't see stuff like that. I wonder what's going on. Part of me, yeah, wanted to stop, but yeah, basically, because I was going downhill, I didn't really want to stop, and by the time I stopped, I'd be kind of far beyond and have to walk back to see what it was. Or I guess I could bike back, but I gotta turn around on the hill. And since I was going to turn around anyway, because I was going to get to the bottom of the hill and then bike back up, I said, I'll just keep going, and then if it's still there, when I come back, I'll take a look. But yeah, I underestimated how long it would take me to climb back up. Because yeah, it was actually near the very beginning of my descent, so it was near the top of the hill. And I kind of underestimated how long it would take me to climb back up. And as I was climbing back up, I was thinking about, so I was thinking, maybe it was a snake that got it. Because I didn't see anything next to the squirrel, but a snake would have been low profile enough and in the brush that I couldn't see it, and it would explain why it was twisting and flipping on the ground with nothing there. And then I was thinking, well, if it is a snake, it's not going to be there by the time I get back. So I missed my opportunity, especially since it's taking me so long to get back. But yeah, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes later, I finally make it back. And I found it. And yeah, it was still kind of struggling on its back, or it was actually flipping over. So it was sometimes on its back, sometimes it was on its legs. And sometimes it was resting, sometimes it was struggling, and I couldn't tell exactly what was wrong. So I was worried, maybe it was like infested with rabies or something, so I didn't want to get close to it. So I was keeping a cautious distance. And then another person happened to walk by as I was looking at it. And so we both looked at it together, and he was a little closer, and so I think the squirrel reacted to his proximity and then flipped off its back. So I think first it was playing possum, and then when he got too close, it flipped on its back and then tried to run deeper into the brush, and then the guy really took notice of it, and at this point, I think I figured out its front legs didn't seem to be working. So it's almost like it broke its chest or front legs, or is paralyzed in the front. But yeah, something on its front wasn't working, and it was hopping around on its back legs. And the guy suggested maybe it fell out of a tree. He also thought of a snake, but yeah, since I didn't see the snake, I didn't think it was a snake. Because it wouldn't be there still. Or the snake would still be there. But yeah, eventually the squirrel, yeah, kind of struggled and yeah, kind of dashed deeper into the brush on its two hind legs, and yeah, not really anything we could do to help it. So. But yeah, that squirrel was in trouble. Yeah, got a meow. Ready for food? Yeah, I think I went a little long, huh? Okay, let's get your food. Before the ants eat it. Okay. Kind of amazed at the fact that Scruffy looks like he still needs to shed some fur, but we're already basically at the end of summer. He's got to start growing a new winter coat. Okay, so anyway, let's see. Yeah, I saw Scruffy on the table this morning. Yeah, sleeping, and I saw him in a couple different positions, I think. So at one point, yeah, later. So I think first he was sleeping normally, and then like later I came back and he was sleeping on his back with his legs straight up in the air, belly exposed. Yeah, he looked really comfy. And then around lunchtime, he moved over to the gray mat near the door. And I think I caught him when he was awake, so I decided to bring out the water then. So he didn't come all the way up to the door like yesterday, but yeah, he did meow. So he seemed to be in a good mood again. I had to walk past him, and he actually held his ground reasonably well. I think he backed up at one point, but I think he did hiss at me once. But yeah, usually he's much further back. And so yeah, he drank the water, and then yeah, watched him drink the water for a while, went in, and yeah, it's kind of a typical water day that we've been having. So anyway, yeah, we finished my park animal story. Okay, so anyway, moving on from the squirrel, and so now I want to finish up my route with the final extended route where I go up the exposed mountainside. By now I'm kind of late, so I'm losing a lot of sun. I haven't heard the bullhorn yet for to get out of the park, so Thinking, okay, I have just enough time to probably get up there and leave, turn back and leave. So I'm doing my climb, and about halfway up, it's getting dark, and I'm in the middle of the trail, and then suddenly I'm almost on top of a snake, and I kind of freaked out because I almost ran over the snake. I didn't see it because it was kind of dark, and it was, even though it was the middle of the trail, because of the shadows and the darkness, it blended in well enough that yeah, I had a hard time seeing it. It was not a big snake. It was actually maybe a baby snake. I don't know. It was, I think it was over a foot long, but it was really skinny. It was maybe a little bit thicker than a pencil, and it happened to be stretched almost straight, so it looked like it was stretched out and maybe crossing the trail or something. So at the last moment when I saw it, I tried to swerve to make sure I didn't run over it. I was fortunately already like just next to it, so if I had not noticed it, I probably would have missed it. But yeah, I got really close, and because I was biking up a steep hill, it's not easy to turn suddenly. So if it had been right in front of me, I'd probably have to stop. There would have been no way to actually turn in time. And I was lucky it was a small snake that didn't seem to be particularly dangerous because it didn't leap out at me and bite me or anything. So that was fortunate too. Yeah, last thing I need is a venomous snake bite. I'll be screwed. Yeah, so I kept biking, and then I was thinking, I should have stopped and took a closer look at it, but I wanted to finish my ride, so so when I got to my turnaround point, I decided, okay, I'm going to look for it on the way back. If it's still there, one, I'm going to make sure I didn't run over it. I'm pretty sure I didn't, but I just want to make sure. But chances are I'd probably be gone because it wouldn't just be lying out in the middle of the trail like that. That's really weird. But anyway, I came back and it was still there. So it was, just lying there stretched out. I took a closer look to make sure that it wasn't, I didn't crush it. I was pretty sure I didn't run over it. I passed in front of its head. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't run over it, but I checked, and yeah, sure enough, it looked intact. And then I saw it was hissing, or yeah, its tongue was sticking out, doing a little tongue flick thing that snakes do. I hear that's how they smell or detect things in the air. And then it was moving its head a little bit back and forth, and then eventually it decided to turn half its body. So it from the head to about halfway, it turned around, didn't move, or it didn't like change its position. It just changed the first half of the body's direction. But I was convinced that the snake was okay. It's just like hanging out there for some reason. So I moved on, went home. But yeah, staring at the animal life for a little extra today, or yesterday. So my ride was a little longer. But yeah, I don't often get to stare closely at squirrels and snakes like that. Scruffy wants one more look. So I don't think the humidity's bad today, so I'm hoping, yeah, this run goes a lot better than the last one. Although, as I said, I'm not feeling as energetic, so we'll see. Yeah, I mentioned a few nights ago my sleep schedule has been kind of all messed up because I've been waking up later. So I think I woke up earlier today, but yeah, now I'm tired. But I didn't wake up early enough to really reset my schedule, so I'm probably still going to be waking up too late. Oops. Slid the mat. Okay, I think Scruffy's done, so I'm gonna clean up and get going. So thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye.